a lot of spooky legends about this lake. What has teeth like that? Welcome back to another little rockhounding trip on the quest for details. We're climbing down a fairly steep slope from the parking spot, crossing no fences and straight into the riverbed, which is always a good thing. The predator that eats its meals here. That was a young deer. But we'll let the predator know we're here. We don't surprise it, and it doesn't eat things as big as me. And this is the time of the evening. I usually don't carry a weapon in a lot of spots, but I got the old buck. A lot of you know this one. It's a good knife. In case you do have to lay down and defend yourself from some huge monster. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Right off. Bam! Right on, right on. But I saw this gravel bed here in the willows, and I keep saying this is actually a good time of the year because the foliage isn't back and a lot of it gets beaten down, but also the waters are high. So that's what we got today. So let's go look around and see what we can find. Make sure we don't walk right over the goodness, because that's how life is. And yeah, we'll keep our eyes open in all directions, you know. Here you got water. You kind of check it before you come down. That's pretty open. So keep your cat senses that way. Oh, size of that boulder. One single block of serpentine. The whole mountain has been eaten away, and that's just left sitting there. Those big pieces there actually fell off the back of it. And there's some of the other biggest boulders. Okay, I'll let you know when we find our first, well, our next, because that was pretty fun. You can see this is actually 90% serpentine. And this is what I mean about it when I was saying in one of our last videos. It's usually super soft, so even that big boulder is, and you can see it, you know, it's that soft. So when I show you these nodules, even the round ones here, super soft. So when I show you those hard ones that are the pure chunks, which we'll find some here, that's why I like them so much. Even though a lot of this is beautiful, but it would just be for adornment stones, you know. Any gold in that there riffle? You wanted to check out for sure, right? No, I do not have my pen in my back pocket. Bad me. Sorry. Well, that one looks pretty cool, even if it's just quartz. Oh, yeah, it is. It's just a layer. Looks cool how it was laying, huh? I heart you. A lot of blues and greens. Build whole walls out of that. Whoa, there's a cute one. Nice little layer rock doing its thing. Kind of looking in the bases of all these plants and stuff here. That's what I mean, when there's willow leaves on there, you won't be able to see any of that. So it's good ground. Although I am out in the middle of nowhere, so it's pretty untouched stuff. Let's focus up something good. I believe it's usually the perception of the person that limits the finding. Pretty sparse, as in generally only a few types of rock. Ooh, here's a little, as I'm saying that. That's pretty cool. And it's a little magnesite or something. The white bubbly stuff that churns out of the cracks and crevices of serpentine. Then I grabbed that. This is actually kind of a glossy a rhyolite, kind of brown colored one. And same here, but with a slightly darker variety. And I had a clear tip on it. Oh, there it was. But that's really the only transparency on the whole stone. Now, it might just be serpentine. Ooh, but what a chunk. No, it's something harder. It is not, I don't know what that is. It is darn blue. Nice. Okay, let me show you what I found. I found this huge rock, which looks like it'll have some really pretty colors in it. When we get it wet, it's like a slab. And all these in some light. Okay. That was the tripod that was holding me. Let's move on. I don't believe that it's calcetony. No, it's just common quartz. Well, all things are quartz, but pretty cool little piece. We'll take that too. That's on, geez, what was that? It's Pope Creek, headed out towards Berryessa. So I found right at the end. It's actually a big nugget of weird ambery looking stuff. I got it all dirty climbing. But cold, icy wind blowing through the Chaparral Mountains of California and the Serpentine Belt. For now, signing off. Finish this one with a little rock hounding on the shores of a lake that has a town under it. There's the town of Monticello, and this is Lake Berryessa in California. This is a huge bridge here, obviously. And this is great catfishing, but it also has some cool rock exposures on it. And some pretty places to hike, and there's nobody here right now. So, thought we'd go see what treasures be. This is usually way lower too, because of California and our reservoirs have a hard time. But, so these places that you're looking at now used to be the tips of you know, the hills. And these were canyons that have filled up now. Sorry. We'll take you over the saddle here, and don't want to make this too much longer. I want to keep it about rocks, but I'll show you the basin that used to be where the town was until the 50s. So out there really is a town lost underneath. And they only left a few of the buildings standing, and of course urban legend is that you know, there was caskets floating up from yards. They said they emptied all the cemeteries, and then locals always say, well, but they didn't get all the ones that were buried on secret boot hills and in backyards and stuff. Hey, look, it's been raining and raining and raining. We can't detect this zone. I came out and I tried, and the rangers here let us go with a warning, but it is all historic because of that, because these were the edges of ranch land, and it's all historic, hikeable, public. That whole other side is big, historic ranches. If you ever make it out here, you got to follow the Knoxville Berryessa Road, and go around the far end of it, and then Knoxville public lands are that way, which is more awesome public land, and that out there is actually historic ranches and stuff that you can walk through but not detect. But hey, look at that. Not bad. And I wish you could, because this has been the main party and swimming place. So I told him I was only looking for modern stuff, and he said there's no way to monitor you. And then, because they know who I am, I'm a local. I've actually worked with him out here with the kids from the school doing some fishing things and stuff. So, you know, I'm not gonna push it. Although there's 1,000 rings here. Look at this rock. I found a rock. So yeah, these are at the top of the mountains, because this goes down and down and down and down into the way lower valley. It's like shells and crumbly stuff so far. These are the top of hills with canyons in between. Thought you might think that was cool. Let's go rockhound along the shores of a sunken town. Look at that big old, you want to climb up on there? Seems like there's a perfect ramp, huh? 2 more days of rain and this would have been sealed off. Let's do it. Plus, this was the top of the mountain back in the day, so now it's easy to get to. Okay, anytime you see this type of rock, not good to even climb on. It'll crumble on you. I've seen some bad stuff. I don't need to talk about that here. Always talking about bad stuff. But, hey look. It's like chert. See it? It's like a green and pink chert all mixed through here. So that's pretty cool. Plus it gets us a better view of the shore. I didn't film that part because I didn't want to push my luck. But we are up on here now, believe me. Everybody's been up on here. So, just climb up that little path. There's the plan. We fall off. At least we're falling off into deep, spooky water with caskets in it. No, I'm just kidding. Not trying to be too scary. These layered rocks, though. Hopefully the whole thing doesn't just shelve off as we're standing up here. Hey, it popped up. Just kidding. Well, we'll hold that out. Yeah. Not bad. Okay, that's enough. Okay, we're at the knob. There's the bridge. Right on. Feels like this whole thing could break away underneath us. I'll see you back on the square ground, people. California native is? Sticky monkey plant. It's actually sticky. One large rock found and climbed. Next. Back side of this rock. Isn't it weird how there's a couple bones of deer? Don't those almost look like little chambers that have been opened up? See that? Huh. The way rocks fall. Ooh. That's where we were. Look at that nasty little plant. Look at it. Ouch. Come on. That's like worst case scenario. That grows in your yard. How are you going to pick that? Yikes. I don't know, Captain. I would lean back. Good idea, Spock. Well, a lot of sedimentary rock, which you could take for granted, but we could start looking for things that occur. These are some cool, oh look, there's crystals right there. Where there's small crystals, you can find big crystals. Okay. Let's look for cavernous little rocks and other crystals. Okay. See, as the water has lapped here, it's broken up stuff and taken away the vegetation, so we actually get a good chance to look into the layers of the mountain. So, I'll be back with you when I find some more something cools. Okay, so this is either fish teeth, something more horrible. There's the bone structure. It's very thin. You see that? It's also very dry, so it's not too gross. It looks like a bird or something, right? Okay, it's not human or cow or mammal. It's too thin. But those are teeth, right? Ah! I'm sorry, those look like little teeth. What has teeth like that? That's small, that swims. Help me, help me. A golem jaw? There's a lot of spooky legends about this lake. I've seen a lot of spooky things. I've caught a lot of fish. Seen a lot of birds. Seen a lot of mammals and lizards. What has teeth like that? Not much else to report. We're gonna head back before it gets too late and the things with the teeth coming out of the water. Lobstrosities, I'm telling you. So, if you're into stones and the eye of the beholder beauty, then you're probably into grains and different colors of wood. And don't pass up driftwood. It's an easy way to collect some beautiful stuff. I carry a sharp knife with me, and there's the before and there's the after, and that's just shaving it down real rough. No sanding, no anything. There's the peelings, and I literally just sat there and kind of flattened it all down along one edge. And that's just one example. And it is soft and waterlogged, but it's pretty. And you know, you can use them for frames on pictures and all kinds of art projects. Or just admire the grain and set them somewhere pretty driftwoody in your yard. Eventually graze out in the sun again. But it's a lot easier to look inside of a piece of wood than it is inside of a stone. There's the close-up, in case I've been wiggling too much. And to me, each one is just a hidden treasure. And you learn a lot about plants by looking inside of them.